Welcome back, everyone. Storm here.
Jessica here.
We are watching Rebel Moon Part 1 today, A Child of Fire. Jessica and I are both blind to this. I don't know anything about this movie, but I do know that Zack Snyder is the director.
Yep.
Yes.
That part I do know. That's what I know about it.
Mm-hmm. And it's been number 1 for quite some time on Netflix, so I've been very curious about this. And I do know that the subgenre is a soap, or not a soap opera, a space,
not a soap opera.
A space opera.
A space opera, which is different.
It's different. And I only know of Star Wars. I mean, there's a lot of different sci-fi type, major adventure type stories. But Star Wars is a huge one. I do not believe this is influenced by Star Wars. I just think it's that same kind of feel or same kind of fantasy.
Yeah, it's supposed to be his own story.
Yeah.
No, it's not a property. It's not superheroes or Watchmen or, what's that other one, Sin City? It's not any of that. It's just his own thing.
Yes. So shall we get into this movie?
Let's do it. I wonder if that's his production company. That's an Anthony Hopkins.
It is Odin.
But in the royal bloodline's lust for power, they consumed everything.
That's a space vagina.
Yes.
The realm marched its armies into the vastness of space, conquering everything in its path.
I feel like I know her.
Korra. Legend of Korra.
The Avatar?
I thought you were finished.
You gotta deal with it.
Everyone's up in the longhouse.
Deal with it.
These are my last rows, and I'll be done.
All right.
Everyone's in my business.
I know. Everyone's like, hey, you guys fucking...
She's talking to town.
My people, it is my duty as the head of this community to remind you that the
Yeah, I know him
gods
too.
of the harvest
He's the
demand a tribute.
Governor of Pennsylvania in House of Cards.
Oh,
You
cool.
know it is the thrusting of hips and the loud sounds of pleasure that summon the seedlings to sprout. So make love tonight for the harvest, for the very food we eat.
The annual harvest orgy. Oh no, are they gonna start like right here?
There's some music.
I hope not.
Some music to get us in the mood.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Everyone up in her business.
I think you do.
Are we doing a
With
slow-mo
someone
counter?
else.
A Zack Snyder slow-mo counter? Because if so, seeds. I saw those seeds in slow-mo.
Does not represent prosperity. Its purpose is to destroy, to subjugate, to enslave.
Intimidating.
In case you weren't sure they were bad guys, those are some Nazi-looking uniforms if I've ever seen one. Uh-oh. Somebody's in love.
Simple life here.
They're gonna get aggressive.
To a land that's so fertile, your fields seem larger than what your population might need.
Of course, I understand how it might seem, yet the scale of the planting is evidence of the poor soil, and our harsh winters only add to the short season.
See, now he's gonna
What do
get
you
in
say
trouble.
we share that cup of ale?
Oh, yeah. This guy is not going to take no for an answer. Again, Nazi uniforms.
Yep. Uh-oh.
Oh no,
Is that
he's got a
some kind
hitting
of cane?
stick.
Hit stick.
Like their shoulder pauldrons have like thorns on them. I mean, it's very cool looking, but also like, are we the baddies?
Hey, don't bump into me.
Are the skull people with the
Now,
with
is he
the
going to
thorns
punish
on them?
one of them? Is he going to punish the father, Gunner, or a random person?
I think it's gonna be father.
Sindri, please,
It's going to be up to
He's
Sindri.
making it look like it's other guy, but
it's fine.
Uh-oh, he's going to go after Sindri.
Let me show you what I mean.
He's going to turn around. Crap, maybe not.
Please.
Yeah, he's gonna go for him! Whoa! That sucks. No way! To the death! Whoa! Everything.
I want everything.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Yep. She was right.
They want everything.
Oh my god, like just how awkward and drawn out that was. Like we knew he was gonna do something really bad. That sucks.
Michael Shannon.
God, listen up! I need all of this gear moved to this big stone building that should suit us
No.
for now. Marcus, you gonna help me evict the current residents from our new herb copy?
He's kind of making Michael Shannon face when he squints, though. Anthony Hopkins again.
Of the slain king. It is my honor to serve.
Private Harris? We're moving these supplies over to that building, if you wouldn't mind lending a hand.
Thank you, Private Harris. That falls perfectly into my protocols.
Now you waiting for? Get out, man!
Drain turtle. I'm gonna start using that on people. You dirty drain turtle.
What in the name of
It's gonna be
all gods
gross.
are you looking at?
I'm sorry. I was just waiting to see if you needed some more water. Some more water.
Harris is gonna step in.
That's how I like them. Young. So I'm gonna have to put up a fight.
Gross.
Gross. Oh no, that horse was pooping.
Oh jeez.
Why?
Careful with that stuff, you stupid machine!
Stupid.
I'll turn you into scrappy dumb shit. Hear me? You're not hearing me.
Why?
Hey! Stop!
What if I shoot you instead,
What's your problem?
Kill you right now.
Like, it's part of his team. Like, I don't understand.
What do you say? When I die, I say that.
This is crazy.
I said enough.
You will die later.
Get these crates. Into that house. Now.
Aw.
Oh, little flower crown.
Bonding.
No, he's
Is
blushing.
it warmth?
She's gonna stop him. Look at her. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
She's gonna murder some folk.
There's a bunch of them there. Oh god, he's
The one nice guy.
That's sicko. Whoa! So, no one's like stopping this. They're fighting amongst themselves. Ew.
Die into a post. And make him watch every day. As she turns from a farm girl to a whore.
You're gross.
Maybe the robot will fight this time.
Why are y'all being so gross?
Slow motion.
Oh no. I'm writing it.
Whoa, cool. Oh man. I'm so surprised you're all just standing around and one on one.
Like, one at a time is fine.
She is amazing. But she's killing all your guys and he's still holding the girl. At this point, I'd like let the girl go and fight.
Surprisingly,
Oh,
blood.
nice.
There's a lot of axing and stabbing. There's definitely not a lot of blood.
Yeah.
In the nuts. In the nuts.
Whoa!
Oh, I guess that's okay.
What are you waiting for? I gave you an order. Kill this.
Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah, because even if she ran, they'd come back and kill everyone.
Yeah.
It's a guarantee now.
I found it at the site of the crash. I was lost. Our culture is not for such weapons.
Pretty gun. I bet you they filmed on the volume. I don't know what it is about the volume, but like it makes things feel like it's on a set in a way that filming on a set doesn't.
Yeah.
Is this a Thanos Gamora moment?
Right? Wanted to die?
Do you want to see if she'll do it?
I think he wants to die. No, he's ready. Oh.
Yeah, I think he just wanted to see if she would.
Yeah.
Asarius killed my entire family and took me with him.
Wow.
Hey!
As you wish.
As you wish.
Jeez.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Okay, there's one of those robots in the background.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a few of them.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh dear.
Ooh. Oh. Oh, gross.
That's our guy. It's the man we came to see.
Looks something bad's gonna happen. It's gonna look really nasty.
Did the blood axes give you any other way to contact them?
Blood axes.
They said
Okay.
they were sheltered on a planet called Shaman.
I thought he was gonna squeeze him.
I'm gonna change my name to Blood Axe. Hi, I'm Jessica Blood Axe.
Just
Don't comment on it. I'm not gonna say anything. Just totally normal. Oh, hi, Blood Axe. Nice to meet you. Please. Mr. Blood Axe is my father.
Whoa.
Oh my god, this isn't Les Isley! I was making a joke! Is it like controlling him?
Yeah. Ooh, it's tricky.
It's like that, Alien from Independence Day, when it's got Brett Spiner
Oh
up
yeah,
against it.
right? That's tricky.
Find a ship to take us to Pollux.
You're catching up.
Oh, he did come back with friends.
That was fast.
I was gonna joke that he was gonna come back.
You should have killed me. Now you're gonna die.
I'm gonna give you one chance to just turn and walk away.
He gave him a chance. He didn't care.
Are you gonna give all of us one chance?
Game on. You better just duck.
I don't understand the mindset of someone who thinks this is all worth it.
He's gonna help you. Nice.
Like, I'm gonna go start some shit in this bar because I was disrespected. She's like,
Yeah, right.
just go home. Go home and get over it. We're going to space! Space opera!
Space!
Space! Also, I don't think I gave a... It's Charlie Adam! That comment on Solo. But it's Charlie Adam! Oh no, he's doing the hippogriff thing from Harry Potter. Good bow first.
Yeah, right? And then he's gonna bow too.
You got me.
How to Train Your Dragon.
How to Train Your Griffin. We went into a different movie real quick. Release your chains.
Oh, he's so cute. Oh, he did jump on him.
Easy, let's go. Let's go.
Wow.
Do you think he's gonna do the thing from Rescuers Down Under? Or... Ooh! Ow! Ow! A lot of rocks in his face.
They're taking off his feet. That's a cool shot.
Slow mo. I definitely have missed slow mos.
That was exhilarating.
Do it. Do Rescuers Down Under.
He's loving it, but I really hope the Griffin likes it.
I know that the
Are
bird
they
is loving
bonding?
it.
He doesn't seem like
The
he's very
Griffin,
comfortable.
whatever it is.
I'll tie this on the edge again.
Oh, your friends now. This guy about to get eviscerated.
Good luck. You need to take him too. He's gonna fall. Stomp.
He is about to get his
Uh-oh.
head up.
Oh. Well, that was fast. Howdy, girl. I'm so proud of you.
Good girl.
Cute murderer, you.
How many people are they looking for? Oh, hey! She's Bae Duna from Sense8 and Jupiter Ascending, and she's also in Matrix Revelation, whatever the third new one is.
Ooh. No, thank you. Oh, God.
Spiders!
Spider.
Yeah.
There is a difference between
Just-
justice and revenge.
I'm forgetting her name. Jenna something from Hunger Games.
Not so sure.
It is. Thank you. Joanna Mason.
I know the law.
Yes, Joanna Mason. I love her. She's I don't know if you ever watched Sense8, but Sense8 is a wonderful TV series.
Whoa, got a fire
Son.
for death. Oh God, he's just gonna get involved.
Oh, it is a robot arm.
Yours isn't. Ooh.
Right in the butt. Right in the spider butt.
Lightsabers.
You could make your swords on fire this whole time?
And then she just dies.
And she is holding fire swords.
That was a crazy looking creature. I love Hunger Games. She was awesome in Hunger Games.
She was awesome on Hunger Games. I would just watch her do stuff. She's very fun.
Mm-hmm.
Of being the bodyguard to Princess Isa.
This is the princess that Robot was talking about, right?
I think so.
The princess was named after an ancient queen, Isa. The life giver. In the old stories of the queen, it was said that she had the power to give life.
It's an appropriate name then,
Myth
Life
or
Giver.
metaphor created in response to the generations of war
Use the force. Yeah, that's impressive. That's important. Is he the only one who can do that?
I'm guessing.
I do like these shots, though. I know he does a lot of slow motion shots, but they're pretty cool.
I mean, he's very good as a visual director.
It's very dramatic. Oh, we're in the room now. Wait, what? Oh, God.
Gross.
Yeah, what kind of creatures do they have here?
What kind of diseases do they have here? They're not cleaning up after this.
Oh, it is him. It's Guardians of the Galaxy guy.
Yeah. Jaimon.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're running your mouth about.
I love his voice.
Can you just leave me alone?
I love this like physical acting he's doing. It looks like
My
a
best hope is
an old
that
Renaissance
Oracle
painting.
General is still in front of me.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's just like, I can't do it. I don't look cool like he does.
What do you want from me?
These very dramatic poses.
Dead because of my surrender. I'm tired of reliving that nightmare every day.
Okay. He
Yeah,
just
those
needed
are
a really
his
good pep talk.
Yeah, dramatic stand. Oh.
You're free.
Oh. Sick. Wow, what a weapon. Looks like you do to cows with that, like...
Yeah, Ms. Blood Axe, I presume.
Right? I'm expecting to see an axe, though.
Yeah, I don't see an axe or blood.
This man is not a revolutionary. He's a simple farmer. But commerce or not, his people toil with their bare hands to grow the grain that fed you. All of you! And because of that transaction, their village is now threatened by Admiral Noble in pursuit of your revolution.
She's good at convincing people.
Under free will, who among you is willing to die for
Oh,
what
wow.
we believe?
He really cleaned up.
Yeah, he looks
Rather
good.
than hide behind it.
Shaved a little bit. Yeah, that's a death sentence right there.
I know.
I'll tell
And
you
that
about your
screams.
mother next time we meet.
I thought Kai might have more of a... Like, he'd be more of an important character. Like, we haven't seen a whole lot about... Like,
We haven't seen a whole lot of a lot of people.
Yeah. That's true.
I feel like we've gotten intros for... So far, all we've done is introduce everyone. Uh-oh.
Oh, no!
Oh, fish man.
Our king showed charity to an off-worlder like yourself and was slaughtered for his charity. So we named the ship to remind us of the power in that benevolent gaze. Was lost
Do you think
to charity.
Cora killed the king?
And to remember that if by God's will that gaze should fall upon us
That'd be a
and
twist.
for even the briefest of moments.
They said it was an assassin, and then it said it was people he trusted.
Yep.
And now it said it was an off-worlder, which Cora technically
Don't
is.
kill him. A stupid stick. I hate this thing. It's a terrible way to die. Oh, parts of his face fell off. Oh.
What is the plan?
They're very destructive people anyways. Even their own people fight amongst each other.
Prepare the hype, my lord. I'll go ahead and personally retrieve the treasonous dogs myself.
I'm just like...
Just to show how evil they are.
I know, but like the plan for the farmers is they've got like 5 people now or something, and they're gonna fight this thing.
Right?
They're destroying the whole planet.
Don't mess with them. Everything's done.
Alright, let's move.
Oh, great.
On your mark.
Oh, no. Oh, come on. I like Kai. Oh, I hate these things.
Oh no! Oh no, they were carrying them.
Whoa! Holy crap. Jeez.
Nana was young. size of them all. Do you know what the Mother World did to my planet? They didn't just destroy it. They tortured every man, woman, and child. Left them clinging to life as they turned them to ash from low orbit.
Jeez.
You know what that taught me? Never set foot on the wrong side of history.
Is that what you think we're doing?
No, you've chosen a side that doesn't even make it to the history books.
What happened to honor?
What did happen to it?
Piece of shit.
The right songs at my feats of courage. It's not like I didn't do all the work. Let's move this around, shall we? Let's transport the paralyzed in case anyone's feeling frisky. On your feet. I've got a job for you. Okay.
He's always pushed around. Oh, crap.
You play your cards right, you at least might make it out of this alive. You're sick. And you're a coward.
So he said, yeah, transport them paralyzed. So that's what it does. It's, you know, it's cutting the brainstem, but it's not necessarily killing them.
Oh my god.
I won't do it.
Yes,
Like, that other guy's gonna die because he just left them there paralyzed, but
you can do it. Just pull the trigger.
I guess...
Oh my god, like you're just, what do? You can't even, you're gonna die if you say no. Oh, I couldn't do it. Holy crap. That's messed up.
Cora.
Crap.
I'm so sorry.
He's gonna sacrifice himself. Whoa!
Now that'll kill you.
And no one shot him? I'm glad no one shot him, but... Yeah.
Good job, Gunner.
Yeah. Go back to Mordor.
Kick him. This is Sparta. Wrong Zack Snyder movie.
Got that hair. Can't get over that.
Him and his femur stick is so weird. Like, it looks like it's supposed to be like a real femur, because it even has the bone on the other side. But it's, you know, as tall as some people.
Hi. He got sad music. He's gonna die.
He's gonna be epic about it, though.
Whoa! Right through. Aim true.
That is pretty great looking, though. Like
He
that.
just missed. That sucked.
Ooh.
That was such a waste.
He was 5 feet in front of you.
There you go.
Got him. Did it.
Ah, that's insane.
So what? That wasn't the only, like, pilot part of that ship, was it? I thought that was just, like, the gunner bay.
Whoa! Oh, man!
How did she slide under that thing? That thing's, like,
That's
at least 50
insane.
feet wide.
I know, I keep sliding. Yeah. On one very small platform.
She's gonna get you. She's gonna hit you with the stick. She's gonna take that stick away and she's gonna hit you with it. No more
I hope
sick
he cries
freeze.
like a baby when she takes the stapler. Ooh. Come on. Wow. Nope. Oh no, Anakin, I have the high ground. No.
Hold on.
Good.
Oh,
Whoa,
yeah.
haha. Now it's a spike.
No stick for you.
Stab. Good. Oh. It's like a femur.
Hit him with the stick.
Haha, fitting. Bam.
Stab him with the stick. Either way, that's fine.
Head in the head. Crazy.
Ooh,
Oh,
so many
gross.
teeth.
Thanks, Kuno. You know I never did trust that pilot.
We all owe him thanks.
You should have said something.
He saved us.
Yeah.
You didn't trust him. You should have spoken up.
Right.
This would have been a beautiful place to die.
It's gorgeous.
Yes, it would.
I feel like Tarak just needs that black griffin. I feel sad.
Yeah.
That
Like, why didn't it come with them? They're obviously buddies now.
It's just gonna happen.
What?
Ooh. Oh, there he
He's
is.
just
Look
like
at his
wandering
crown.
around out here, putting on different crowns.
Yeah, what's your story? I wanted to see more of him. Oh God, is he gonna freaking live?
Maybe.
God, he's gonna bring him back to life, and he's gonna be like, Cora, I am your brother. It's gonna be like Nebula and Gamora. but
Oh.
not the same. Oh, God.
He's got like a robot head inside.
Yeah. Oh, great.
Link is established.
Psycho robot. Huh. Reborn. What?
Is he in the mind?
Oh, what's underneath?
Oh, there's like a dragon or fish or something.
Huh.
So she is within our grasp. Let me bring you her head.
They're like giant koi fish.
He keeps breaking the ice. That big fish is gonna come
In truth,
up
I
and
feel
eat
the
him.
head most endangered here is yours.
Well, this is
You
all
crush this insurgency
Mind
to
Palace
last.
stuff, right?
Do you hear
I
me?
think so. That's what I kind of thought.
And then you will
So it
capture
can only
my
be
daughter
mentally eaten by a
Purgatory?
fish.
and bring back my precious child to me, so that I may crucify her in the shadow of the Senate. If you cannot bring her to me, then the one whose public execution will send shivers down the spines of the senators, and whose screams will echo down its marbled halls, will be yours.
So if anything, it's gonna break his mind or kill his mind.
Yeah, is it like...
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, no. Then you're born. Jeez.
Did he make it back? I don't know. I have no heartbeat or brain function. Hit him with everything.
Wow, so maybe he did kill his brain. But he threatened him, so he needs him.
Nope, got everything
Jeez,
started
crazier
again.
than ever. Before he was like really messed up, now he's even worse.
End
End
part
part one. I wonder how many parts there are going to be. I mean, I know there's a second one, of course.
Yeah, no, there's a second one. I don't know if there's
better.
plans for more after that.
Yeah, maybe it's going to be a trilogy or something. Yeah, I mean, that was quite the adventure. You know, what did you think?
I thought it was fine. It was really fun to look at. I thought the designs were really cool. I especially enjoyed the Mos Eisley place. Probably shouldn't call it that, but like the bar area, all the aliens were really cool. I liked the bartender that had the fun little like candles or whatever on his cauldron.
Yeah, it was so bizarre, but it was kind of fun to see like all these different alien species, and you know, just because we don't understand it doesn't mean it's not normal. But yeah, I just like how bizarre a lot of the features were.
I enjoy when they do bizarre stuff with space, because I feel like sometimes they play it safe with space, and it's like, no, it'd be so weird. Space would be weird. So I enjoy that they made it weird.
Yeah, me too. And because you get a lot of human-like aliens, which I enjoy, as long as you can... I mean, again, you can really... you know, debate that a lot, but I do like it when, you know, they have subtle features. Some have more, like, you know, exaggerated features, but then you have, like, insect-type creatures and animals that exist on Earth that we can relate to. You know, they resemble different creatures that we know. But I do like it when they get bizarre and, you know, just very creative, you know. So I did like that bar scene a lot, and... I know this is a standalone story. I think Zack Snyder had a really cool idea, a really awesome premise with this story. I did feel like this was maybe influenced by Star Wars a little bit, which is not a bad thing. Not a bad thing.
No, not a bad thing at all. But there was a bunch of influences I could tell that he's pulling from.
And I love Guardians of the Galaxy a lot. It kind of reminded me a little bit of that. I mean, the humor definitely was not there. This was mainly just drama. And, but I really did like having this, like, mismatched group of people coming together. They all have really bad pasts, and they became stronger together. I really wanted to see more backstory or just learn more about the characters. I mean, again, like, I really did enjoy them. Like, Titus, I think, like, he was pretty cool, but a lot of the characters didn't have a ton of screen time.
They didn't.
You know, we got some backstory, but the interaction between the characters, I definitely wanted more. Like, I really enjoyed Cora and Gunnar. Obviously, I think they had good chemistry, and they did get some more screen time as it went on. Like, in the beginning they did, but then once we were introduced to other characters, we didn't really see them together so much.
Yeah. That was pretty much my thing, too, is, like, we got introduced to everyone, and that was 3/4 of the movie.
Yeah. And there's a lot of characters to introduce, and I get, like... you know, you can only add so much in a movie, but I just really wish they had more interactions because, like, I wanted to see their bonds together.
Yeah, like, you gotta go through the introductions quickly. Like, you have to make it snappy in movies like this where it's, like, a huge bunch of people, because otherwise you miss the interactions. You miss, you know, building the bonds and between them, building who they are as people.
And this is just me. I know a lot of people... I mean, they do, but I know a lot of our fans, like, don't always care for that. But I do love good humor. And I know this was supposed to be dramatic, but sometimes when you have things that are so exaggerated and major science fiction, fantasy type stuff, like, it's fun to sometimes throw in humor there, because then, you know...
you need contrast.
We need contrast, we need balance, but, you know, sometimes... just that little joke or something, but then it can go wrong too if you don't know how to balance it correctly. You can go overboard with it.
So there's a balance, but I feel like throwing in a little bit of humor makes the dramatic moments more dramatic.
Can make it more dramatic, and it makes you let go of nitpicking, because we can't help it. Like, our human brain just want to, like, nitpick certain things. So I just love it when they throw in the humor to call out something, like, oh, look at this spider creature. Not in that moment. Like, I'm not a director for a reason, but sometimes you call out something that's so bizarre to kind of, like, reset you and just make you laugh and, then get back into the drama of it. But I really did enjoy the character designs, like the alien designs. The spider creature was really cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, top notch visually. And, it was pretty freaky a lot of the times.
I love
the cast.
Bae Doona's hat and like her whole like silhouette. I feel like I could see the character design for that. Like I could see what the person drew.
Yeah.
To make her like whole silhouette. I thought that was very...
Yeah, that is pretty cool. And Titus, again, like you mentioned something that he looked like a Renaissance painting or something. And it was true. Like super dramatic. Like he was so strong in all his poses, and I just really enjoyed his character. So I really wanted to see more of
him. Because they kept talking about him, how he was like, he's the reason they left to begin with. They're like, we're going to go find General Titus. And they just picked up those other people on the way.
And that was Jamon Hansu.
Yes.
I wrote down so many names because there were so many characters and actors that I love. So the cast I really enjoyed, and I really think the acting was top notch in this. I really enjoyed so many of the characters. We heard Anthony Hopkins. He was that like cyborg person in the beginning.
I don't
know. And I thought we were going to see more of him. And I thought Sam was going to have a bigger role too. I just completely made up my own predictions, and I really thought Sam was going to be...
we spent a lot of time there in the beginning.
We did. We spent a whole lot of time there, and I thought Sam, like, when that robot was telling Sam the story of, like, the princess or something, and, like, my people, like, gathered, and we knew we had to, like, protect this person that wasn't even, like, born yet or something, and you remind me of her. I was kind of thinking there was going to be some kind of twist there where Sam was actually the princess. And somehow she escaped. Someone helped her escape, and maybe she didn't know her true identity or something.
You might not be wrong. So
I kind of hope that was going to be a thing, but...
You mentioned the idea that... or I mentioned the idea that she's the one who killed the king.
Yeah.
And she ends up in a crashed spaceship. I don't know if she is. That's my theory. She killed the king. That's why she's the most wanted. But she ends up in a crashed spaceship on the planet. We know she liked the daughter, but we also heard the daughter died with the king and queen. What if instead she killed the king, stole the girl, landed on that planet, and that's Sam?
I kind of hope that's a thing, because I think that would be a fun, like, what? Even though we kind of predicted it, I really do like that idea. And I wanted to see more of Anthony Hopkins' robot character. I'm sorry I don't remember his name, but he...
Jimmy. They call them Jimmies.
The Jimmies. Okay. And I really just wanted to see more of him. And he was wearing that big, rack
crown
at the end. Yeah, that big crown.
I don't know what was up with that.
Yeah, so he had this whole quest on the side.
Did he just find a dead elk and make a crown out of it?
Yeah, because they were talking about like a grand white elk or something that they killed in the beginning.
That they killed in the
beginning. Like a big thing because food is
scarce. Which they saw them a little bit when they were traveling to Mos Eisley.
Yeah. So maybe because we'll just say his kind, excuse me, they don't kill anymore after the king was slain.
Yeah.
So maybe he actually killed this elk for some reason, and now he's symbolized, like he's wearing it to show that, like...
Well, so he did kill that guy, and if Sam is...
Yeah, he did, yeah.
If Sam is the princess, that would, he would still be within his oath. His oath was
protecting her
for the family. Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe that'll be a focus in the second part. I definitely want to see more of that. And I want to say that Noble, I mean, he was a great villain. He was very scary. And that, he was played by Ed Skrein. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but Ed Skrein or Skrein.
Yeah.
Yes, and anyways, he played Dario early on in Game of Thrones.
The two Darios.
And then Gunnar.
The other one.
No, how funny is that? Is the one that replaced him. So I thought that was like an interesting contrast, especially them like, having that confrontation in the beginning of this movie.
Do you think that's weird to be like, hey, you took my part?
Yeah, right?
We're working together now.
And I did hear you comment a lot on the name Blood Axe. And I just love how literal that name is. You have these rebel siblings.
But he didn't have blood axes. Where were the blood axes?
But we do watch, or I watch a lot of Marvel where you have like these crazy names and they just own it. So I just kind of see it like that, even though this isn't like a superhero movie. Blood Axe, just very rugged and tough.
Like, tickling me so much. Like, because there are definitely there's tons of people like that in superhero stuff all the time. But for some reason, I guess because everyone else has regular names.
Taserface.
Titus and Tarek and Gunner and Sam and Cora. Those are all like, and then like Taserface shows up and you're like, I'm sorry, your name is what?
I know. And see, that's where I mean, like the humor where you can let things go, where someone just calls out the silliness of it, and then you're like, oh, okay, now we're good. But
Where's
Blood Axe, like he comes in with a bloody axe or something, and then they could be like, oh, well, that's pretty literal. Like, what? That would have been pretty hilarious. But anywho, like I did like the two siblings, and now his sister, she died because she was on that planet with that king.
But he told her to leave.
Right.
He said, as soon as I leave, you should leave.
He did say that. So
she might
really
still be alive. She might have gone away.
Because that was a mystery. Because we don't know. And everything on that planet was destroyed. So you have these bad guys who, they're obsessing over Cora, and, they're trying to track her or whatnot. Mm-hmm. But they're, like, destroying everything in their path. They don't work well together. They fight amongst each other. So it's,
they're
seems like a big
very
weakness.
Good army.
I know. I
haven't been in the
just
army,
very
so I don't know.
evil.
But I feel like, okay, so Anthony Hopkins is their robot, right? And he just shows up and they're like, oh, hey, we got one of the robots. That's cool. And then you start shooting him in the middle of him working. And I'm just like, this would be, in my opinion, granted, he seems like a sentient robot, but like, if you were in the army and be like, oh man, we got one of those new Jeeps. Let's shoot it.
Yeah.
like what are you doing? That's your... He's doing...
They're just showing us, like... I guess because there's so much going on, there's so much to show in this movie that they're just, like, showing who these people are right away. Hey, that's one of the new robots. He won't fight anymore. Brief, quick history on, like, what he's about. And he won't fight anymore because the king died. And you can do anything you want to him. And Marcus is just an unstable,
I feel like they could have done that better.
I know. I felt like they could, too. But
I think that's
we didn't like Marcus.
My only problem with the story is, like, I feel like it needs editing. Like, I think the story itself, like, the idea of the story is good. It's classic. It's, like I mentioned before, like, Seven Samurai, Wild Bunch, where you've got the town that is in need, like, usually it's bandits, not, an entire empire. But, bandits are threatening the town, going to steal their stuff, destroy it. So they go out and they get a posse, and they come back, and it's, a ragtag group of whoever, and they fight off the bandits and save the town. It's a classic story, and there's nothing wrong with using a
I love those
story
kind of
like
stories.
that. Like, I'm down for it.
Me too.
Westerns and samurai films stole from each other all the time, so...
Yeah. And I really do love that kind of story.
Them, and these, so we can steal from Star Wars, all of that's fine. I just feel
Star Wars I enjoyed so much, and Guardians of the Galaxy was just so much fun, and this kind of adventure was grand. I mean, like, we were able to visit a lot of planets, and the introduction to this movie, I liked staying on that planet, and I wanted to explore more of it because we were on it for so long. I was kind of thinking, like, well, maybe we won't be leaving this planet, really. Maybe it'll be later on. Because, again, we knew there was a part 2, so I'm like, well, maybe that'll be part 2 or something. But there was a whole lot to cover. And anyways, like, I really did enjoy the quest. Yes. And the creatures I really enjoyed, like that spider creature that was Johanna Mason from Hunger Games, which I freaking love. That's Jenna Malone.
Jenna Malone, thank you.
Yes, and then I was trying to write things down as we went. And then General Titus, Jamon Hansu, like I said, and Tarak. I really did like Tarak. And it was so fun. I like the scene
Needs
of
a
him
bird.
riding that griffin. I know it wasn't called a griffin. I think it began with an N or something, but
Banu.
oh, Banu, maybe it was a B. Yes, and it was a really cool creature, and I like how he was like a free spirit, and he understood like a wild beast, and he knew how to communicate with it and ride it. And even so, it was still rebelling too. But then they, bonded at the end. So I really enjoyed that scene, and a few scenes just felt really separate. Like I wish we could have continued that somehow, where I know it's a wild creature, you don't really want to put that in a ship and go to space, but maybe they could have used them somewhere. They had a huge spaceship. I was like, well, maybe
you just live on the spaceship with them. That's fine.
Yeah, I thought that would have been fun.
Keep this wild creature in my house all the time.
I love it. Yeah, right. Excuse me. I know. I enjoyed Thor: Love and Thunder. I know there was a lot of controversy there or whatever, but the screaming goats really got on people's nerves. I thought it was funny. It was a bit much. But,
funny.
When the goats were on the ship and they were big and they were obnoxious, I thought that was hilarious. And the griffin didn't have to be that, but, they could have had moments where, okay, it's like a little bit too big in these tight quarters, but I really wish they could have brought that with them. And
you know what this needed? I know, I'm pretty sure I made you watch Firefly all the time when we were in college, didn't I?
I've seen a couple episodes randomly, but not a lot, actually.
It needed, there's a couple of times in Firefly where they sit down and they have dinner at the table. And I feel like that's what this needed. This needed them in transit going someplace and showing that, like, having people around the table. That's when you really can get those interactions with each other. Like, you can see the personalities shine through just by talking. You don't need to, like, say their backstory. You can just talk to each other and, like, get, she's going to be the quiet and sensitive one, and he's going to be the loud and free one, and you can get that from their interactions, and builds the community. That's what it needed. It needed a dinner scene.
I know, right? Dinner scene. I mean, yes, because they all need to have really good conversations, and we were so focused on them finding certain people and just the main goal that we didn't really get a lot of interaction. And we did have a decent conversation with Kai to make us feel for him, and I had him all wrong. I really didn't think he was going to betray them. I thought he was going to change, and he kept saying that, like, oh, one more deal, and then I'm going to be part of the good guys kind of thing. So I wish they had more conversations like that, because that one really threw me off.
I feel like we needed more of that. We needed more, one, of Kai being like a bad guy, because I feel like we didn't even get that in the very beginning. He sold out that guy, right?
Yeah.
You see him having a trade with the Urukai guy. I'm just going to keep calling him Urukai.
That's fine. Yeah, I was like Orc from Lord of the Rings.
So we do know that he did that bad thing, but he says, oh, I'm an opportunist. And then immediately he's like, yeah, I'll drive you places for a bag of grain, which is, a nice thing to do. And then he's like, oh, and also have some people I can introduce to you, which is also a nice thing to do. So I think I would have liked to see more selfishness. So that when he talks about, oh, you've got me being good, it'd be like, it felt more like you're like, oh, I saw his change, or you really believed it. Like I believed it because I didn't really see him being bad before.
Yeah, or being like silly and just like stealing something, just being a little selfish, or stealing something now and again, or just subtleties,
Just a little bit.
Yeah. And then Nemesis, I was very interested in her character too. She was almost like the silent samurai,
Yes.
Like she was extremely serious and very compassionate. I mean, she felt so bad about killing that spider monster because, like, she could understand that this could have been any one of you. Like, she had a story too, and it was a very tragic story, and she didn't want to kill her, and the spider, like, was kidnapping children, taking children and killing them or whatever, like, and she lost her own children, I guess, and so she just really felt for the creature. But so a lot of interesting characters.
There's a storytelling rule. Oh, rules are made to be broken, so it's not a rule, but the show don't tell. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but like, especially for movies, you don't say, this is the person who did this. You show them who they are. You have them do things. And I felt like that we needed that a little bit, because I feel like we got Nemesis's backstory when she was tied up on that thing, and the guy's like,
There's a lot of narration.
Nemesis, the silent.
I know. The whole dialogue part. Yeah.
Like, okay,
it's like,
it would have been nice to like have learned something before that moment.
Yeah, I guess sometimes when you just have like so many things to cover, it's just like
it's a lot.
It's easier to
with
just
a lot of characters.
Just narrate it instead. But yeah, I thought she was an interesting character. And then we saw Carrie Elwes, right? Yeah, yes. Carrie Elwes. And As You Wish from Princess Bride. So that was kind of cool to see him.
He's great.
And who else? We saw Ray Fisher. He was Blood Axe. He was the brother, right? And he's been in other DC movies. I think he was in The Flash.
Oh, was he?
He was in The Flash, and then I think in different DC movies. So that makes sense. I like seeing that with like certain directors. Like you have a family of people where, you know, a director will bring on like certain actors that they've worked with in the past, and I'm guessing that's why they had him in this. But he's also a really good actor. And it was sad in the beginning with Sindri, you know, because I started guessing that he was going to die, but I really did think Gunnar, like, that would have been a shock. I know he was a love interest for Cora, but I was like, oh, wow, maybe he will die in the beginning. But no, went to poor Sindri. That was one fun thing I liked, too, where, you know, you're on this alien planet, but it's very relatable. You know, they have, like, these Amish people in a way that, you know, just, like, being one with the Earth, one with their planets.
Yeah, we don't use fancy tools. We got our space horses and our plows.
Yeah. And we're joking because we like to say space horses. We know the horses aren't in space, but because they're alien horses, just to say that. But
look, I call things weird names.
Like well, we like to have like cute names for things. So space horses, I just thought that was fun too. But I did like that where they were just simple farmers, you know, just trying to get by. But there's just really like very advanced world around them.
I do need to say again, the design of everything was very well done. The village, I'm thinking of like how you got what the village was. You got it just by looking at it. You got the clothing, the place itself, like the flags they had in the air. Like you knew when you were looking at it what it was.
Yeah.
The design of like the spaceport, the Asian influences and like the bar thing, like this, like an old westerns, like instead of like going in and out, it opened up like this, but it still looked like the western door. It was really fun, really great design. So whoever's doing like the set designs and the costume designs and everything, they're on point.
I agree, A+, because I really enjoyed all the visuals. The costumes were beautiful, the visuals, the lighting was absolutely gorgeous. And I know we were joking about Zack Snyder, he loves his slow motion scenes, but they really are powerful. They really work well.
Which I counted
you really
16.
Feel that moment.
I don't know if that's accurate.
You know, and jokingly, you could probably like break that down even more because there were very quick scenes too that had slow motion parts that I don't think you were including, which I don't want you to like.
I was just doing full scenes, but if we did shots, if we did slow motion shots, we'd probably be looking at least like triple this.
Yeah, so it really has a good effect though. I enjoy those moments, and he does do a very good job with the visual effects. I 100% agree there. And tell me a little bit about like the dome you were talking about, because I've heard of it before.
Oh, the volume. Yes.
It's called a volume.
The volume, yeah.
Okay.
So I forget who developed it. Maybe Disney, maybe Netflix, one of them.
I know it's a newer technology. It's been out for a few years, but I have seen something, probably a behind-the-scenes thing on Disney Plus with one of the Marvel shows that we watch, or Star Wars shows. But it is a cool idea. It's a big dome, and it has like a huge digital
screen.
Display.
Yeah. And there's a whole special on Netflix. They used it for a show called 1899, I think it is. Okay. Great show. They canceled it, of course, because they're dumb.
Of course.
But they did a whole behind the scenes thing where they talked about the volume and how it works. And essentially, like, you have to do all this, what would be post-production stuff, pre-production. You have to get all the visual effects up, and you have to know where everyone is. So it's like a little bit more complicated with regards to like making sure the layout is correct. and everyone has to hit their marks exactly and stuff like that, or else it won't work well. It was really interesting to watch. So if you're interested in it, go to Netflix, look up 1899. There's a behind the scenes thing on it.
Nice.
But yeah, just essentially the giant screen. They build the special effects ahead of time instead of afterwards. And they're essentially on the set with the screen behind them, so that it, rather than using a green screen and filling it in later, you're able to see and interact with the thing. But
that's pretty cool.
It's definitely a great technology, and sometimes it works really, really well. They used it in Ant-Man and the Wasp, the latest one. Which was not that great. And it's specifically like in that one, it wasn't really bad in this at all, but in that one, like it felt like a set. It just felt very like...
See, now I want to go back and look, because I enjoyed that movie, but yeah, like, I thought the visual effects were pretty good in that one, but I'd have to go back and look, because I don't recall, not that I ever thought about the volume, but...
I think the problem is where they have to keep the camera, and I'm not a film person, so I might be wrong, but I think it's because, like, you have to be just kind of, like, eye level and film across. So you don't get cooler shots, you don't get a little up a little or down a little or whatever, because you have to stay within.
The perspective would look really weird. Yeah.
So you have to have this kind of like very front-facing thing, which can work sometimes, and other times it's just like, oh, you're just on a set.
So that's interesting, because then the digital display, the big screen they have around you, like, I'm sure they have to add more effects to make it look real. I mean, because I would think it would reflect, and the lighting would make it like it wouldn't look so flat, or it might look too flat, or it might bow out wrong.
Maybe just to give it the correct. Or something. I know the big part about the thing I watched on it was that they do have to do a lot of planning ahead of time. Like you can't just show up and say, all right, put up the background, we'll call it. Like you have to make sure you know where the camera's going to be, what it's going to look like while it's there. It's a lot of work to set up ahead of time.
And this is probably obvious too, but I think it would help with lighting as well, because when you have the right, the right background with the right lighting already there, like it reflects onto the cast members, so I think instead of having a green screen, because just doing like social media stuff, like whenever you have a green screen behind you, everything gets tinted green and it sucks, so when you have a bigger production, you have more people able, to work on that, but it's still a challenge. So to not have a green screen or a green hue everywhere and have the proper colors, like that really helps.
That's what, but I think it was Dune where they did the sand screen instead of a green screen. Everything was like sand colored.
That was a good movie too, but see now
but the lighting wouldn't in my
head. I'm like,
because they wanted to make sure the lighting looked natural, so they put the sand colored background instead of a green colored background.
That's
so that
pretty
everything
cool.
had that sand. Nice.
I mean, of course, movies get extremely complicated, but it is fun to actually look at behind the scenes and see what is involved, because wow, like I'm always so impressed by what people accomplish and trying new things out to make something work better. And
my number one
impressive
sadness, disappointment in streaming stuff is that we don't get commentaries anymore for stuff. Like, I would love, like, this movie is a great example. I would love to hear a commentary on this. I would love to hear behind the scenes stuff and, like, watch how they made it and came up with it and look at all, like, the designs and stuff. Like, the 15, 20 plus hours of Lord of the Rings extended behind the scenes stuff. I've watched that plenty of times. I love that shit.
That's cool. That's really cool. I've seen some of it, but oh my god, like Lord of the Rings I freaking love. And we actually watched the extended version early on our channel. And we actually had to watch it in parts because it was so long at the time. But now we do watch 3-hour movies. I mean, like that was longer. But, like anything that was over like an hour and a half, we'd be like, oh, we got to split it up into 2 parts because it's too long. But yeah, like Lord of the Rings is just a whole another animal of awesomeness, just incredible with the sets and like the miniatures that they would make up to make these huge, amazing scenes and to make it look like to scale, like it's just insane. But yeah, I wish there were more behind the scenes stuff or commentaries. Like I unfortunately don't always make time to watch those, but I think they're so cool. And when we were watching behind the scenes stuff, like if we watched a Marvel series, they'd have an hour special that you can go and just watch how they made it. And I just really enjoyed those because you just learn so much. And
you do. It's fascinating.
It's still a fraction of what they do.
And it really makes you appreciate, like, a production like this is the work of hundreds, if not thousands of people, and how each little piece has to be put together correctly or else it doesn't come together. It really makes you appreciate that. And I'm sure the people on here worked super hard to make this, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. So, like, bravo to them.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. And so I really enjoyed the idea of this world. I enjoyed the story. I want to know more about this world for sure, this whole universe. I do enjoy the characters a lot. I think the acting was fantastic. Cora, I thought she was a very strong character. I love how she's like this epic warrior, an excellent fighter, and she's extremely passionate. I enjoy that. And then Jimmy, who is Anthony Hopkins, that one Jimmy. I want to learn definitely more about him, so I'm hoping he'll be in part 2, and I hope what we discussed about Sam earlier is on the mark or close to it, because I felt like we were on her so long in the beginning, and I felt like they were hinting that there was more to her character. And then there was another character that I really liked that I thought we were going to see more of, and I did write his name down. The guy, Eris, I think his name was, like the one who liked Sam and was protecting her.
Oh, yeah, the one soldier that wasn't a dick.
Yes, and he fought off Marcus, too.
Yes.
So I really liked him, and I wanted to see more of him. And just to throw this in there, like, out of all the characters, who did you find the most interesting? Who do you want to know more of? Just to throw that in there.
Probably Nemesis. Most of that is Bayduna doing the work of just being cool looking. But I would have liked to have seen more of her. And Titus, I think. Those two together, they probably have really interesting backstories, and I feel like we just got the blurb. We didn't get to actually explore them a lot, so I would have liked to see
I want more exploration on that. And with Tarak, I want him on the freaking Black Griffin. So I like that, but Titus I really enjoyed. I wanted to see more of him. Learn more
Tarak is definitely very you.
I know. Get a jungle man, a Tarzan.
If I was going to pick one of those characters, be like,
come on,
which
Jane.
one's dog going to be a fan of? It's going to be Tarak.
One who's good with animals, a sexy beast. Yes. So, but yeah, I want something like that for him. But I think Titus was definitely very interesting to me. I really, of course, like Cora. And I like the chemistry between her and Gunnar. But I think Titus I definitely want to know more of. And now that you said Nemesis, I'm like, yeah, I definitely want to. Because we really didn't hear much about her besides like that quick narration on her past or something. But
I also need more Spider Jenna Malone, because she's great and just her presence is awesome. So she can come back to life maybe and join their group and just be a spider lady.
Yeah, I know, right? What? I mean, heck. Oh, and I want to, talk about Noble, where we were kind of weirded out before with that octopus thing. He had all these, like, weird suction welt thingies all over his body. And now we know what that means. Like, he's like a robot person they brought back.
Yeah.
So, they put him to the tubes.
I'm assuming cyborg and not full robot, but...
Yeah, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, Zack Snyder did do Justice League, so, that's fun.
That's one cyborg,
influenced by that a little bit, just kidding.
Well, we think Nemesis might have been cyborg, too, because I think she had robot arms, right?
Yeah, at least one was, but yeah, she could have had two. But yeah, so that was kind of interesting to see, because I'm like, oh, maybe he has some kind of weird fetish, like, why does he have these weird suction things on him? And then the octopus thing was actually going fetish. Right to him. Oh yeah, so he probably has like that too. Probably
he also has a weird.
And he's kind of an eccentric dude. Who knows? But yeah, so I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say about this film. We do look forward to part 2. Let us know, request in the comments below if you would like us to watch that when it comes out. I know it's coming out in 2024. And if you're watching on Patreon, again, our videos come out sooner there than YouTube, sometimes a week, sometimes months before. Thank you guys so much for watching. We really did enjoy this film. I hope you don't mind the criticism that we gave. We're always very positive with almost everything that we watch. A lot of our fans are so wonderful. So thank you guys so much for listening to us. We really did enjoy this movie. And we can't wait to see what we watch next. So have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys!
Bye.